Hello everyone, and yeah, this tweet has been very trending. So of course I found funny this AI image from the fucking ponies. So a Japanese investor and securities reseller apparently has made shocking claims that Sony included could be bankrupt because Sony Interactive games business on the verge of bankruptcy, having falsely inflated PS5 sales with produced and shipped units. I strongly believe this is true. I'm gonna tell you why, but well, CS change of president was due to the company in crisis. Because, well, that's a crisis they created. Now, let's look at this. Oh, even it got community notes. Maybe it's not so true, but well, I'm gonna explain that part of it. Going background could be false, but claiming the sales could be true. There is a talk that ASOO's games business is about to go bankrupt. The president of the game business, CEA, has been replaced, and since there is no successor, the president of the head office is taking on the current positions. Yeah, the one in Japan, the one who authorized giving Japan to fucking Californians. Oni's overall inventory is 2 trillion yen, but the game business alone accounts for 9,600 billion yen. No, sorry, 960 billion yen. If you simply divide by the unit prices of PS5, you will have about 13 million units in stock. Low. And we have a. Let's translate this. Translated, we have this. PS5 drop is Black Friday sale. Okay, yeah, not defective stock. Xbox is also having a 50 discount sale on hardware. And of course you have this link with the website of Microsoft announcing their bundles. Say $50 on the starter bundle. Then you have the inventory was prepared in line with annual sales target 25 million, so it's reasonable number. And you have another article like this. Let me check if we can translate this. Okay, waiting for your magic. Sony G PS5 sales volume increased 48% in the second quarter, 4.9 million new types and portal inputs aiming for 25 million units are solid. Not prepared to raise or discount under guidance, President at 10. So Sony Group was 4.9 million units up to 48.5% in the same period last year for PlayStation 5. Sales in the second quarter, 23 years and September 7. I don't know how it got translated. On November 9, it revealed it will sell 8.2 million units in the first quarter, combined with 3.3 million units in the first quarter. The progress rate of 25 million units in the full-term plan remained at 33%, but the conventional plan was postponed. I don't believe they oversold PS4, but well. And you have other stuff here. And then this is one of the third paragraph. Also, inventory is not just hardware. We have software. That's when actually I start to doubt about the software. So that's when I start to doubt about that community note. VR. That shit too. Portals. Well, portals now we know that shit sold. But at pre-order and various peripherals. If you mean those custom plates? No, I don't think so. Therefore, 13 million units is an impossible number in countries around the world. The new PS5 is released after manufacturer stock of the old PS5 is sold out. Now, this is the important part here. Currently, the old model is not available all over the world, not defective stock. Now, when it's all aligned with this tweet we have read here, and then you have other stuff here that they mention. This is bad stock? No. He put it in dub. It seems that the PS5 is already being sold at significantly reduced price in the US. That's absolutely true. That's so fucking true. In Latin America, in Europe, in Japan, they did a price hike. But in the US, they didn't. So the market value will decrease further. Ah, that's something you can actually do, which could be a factor in the dozen of the company results in the year-end sales season doesn't work out. When they finally shut down the game business, nah, it still is pretty profitable because Sony doesn't depend on their first party games. They depend on third party. That's how they depended and they survived. That's why they're so fucking scared now that Microsoft now owns Activision Blizzard. There is also talk of this the change of Sony Interactive Entertainment presidents in expression of the company's sense of crisis. They're in a crisis because they are in a lot of fucking debt. 6 billion debt, I believe. And then you have another one from this. According to the story on the game Otaku board, there seems to be a strong possibility that there was a lack of communication between CA and SOO headquarters. Si you mean SOO is Japan, I believe it. Because, well, let's face it, they give PlayStation to California. They burned a lot of fucking bridges in Japan. They open censor a lot. And on top of that, when it comes to wokeness and gaijin agenda and gore and shit, they are just, oh, okay. Just look at Neil Cockman with Angry Lesbian too. The head office approved CA's baseless bullish strategy, when in reality the company ended up with a mountain of inventory. With VR, I believe it. With PlayStations, yeah. I will believe it, but not entirely to that type of amount. It's it's a little insane having in a single place, but could be surrounded around the entire world at least like 7 million at least. I believe it would be possible. And the thing is, the company hurriedly replaced the president and placed the company under the direct control of the head office. It's okay to take information at face value since it's from Otaku board, but the stories are all connected. Okay, I'm going to show you that's something that is connected. SEO is famous for changing its segments, business classification, almost every year. According to Otakus, the company was constantly changing its segments to cover up the slump in the game businesses. I believe that. About all, it has been pointed out that the PS5 sales numbers have been inflated for a long time. For a long time, they announced misleading numbers called number of units produced and shipped. And this is the part I will believe is actually is true. Most of the time it's true because when a video game company could be someone who makes video games alone, like a third party or Sony itself or even Microsoft, they they when it comes to physical products, the moment the product step on retailer warehouses, they count as a sale, not as a customer sale, but as a retailer sale. And it's better for them to announce the retailer sales because that's proof to them to show to investors that they have fucking money. But Sony in Japan, they're just fucking destroyed. They are being Minecrafted by Nintendo. And Microsoft, there's no competition among them yet. And I don't believe it will be anytime soon. But they are just stepping up in the right direction because they oversold the Xbox 360. Imagine that. But they did so wrong among two generations there. And that's the thing. They falsely said, yeah, we shipped these numbers to the retailers. Yeah, I count that as a fucking sell, and then I going to tell that to investors. Yeah, that's absolutely possible. And on top of that, when it comes to software, Gran Turismo 7, how they told you that they sold over 3 million copies in less than a year, when they shipped that with fucking video games because of retailers order Sony ordered it to those retailers. Yeah, put it in packs and increase the price. Even if there are still people wanting a PS5, they don't want a Gran Turismo game because it's a fucking racing game. And there is a very specific market that not many are so invested. I mean, I invested in racing video games, but and to be honest, since that shit launched on PS4, since I still have one, imagine that. They I played some racing video games, but I was so fucking disappointed with Gran Turismo Sport, even when I bought that a physical copy from a pawn shop. And now when they say, yeah, Gran Turismo 7 is a fucking Lloyd service, I was just fucking done. Yeah, fucking done. I mean, I was already disappointed with that shit, and now since the servers of Gran Turismo Sport is going to be shut down until next year, it's going to be the same for Gran Turismo 7, and I didn't like that. And the first sales they actually reported were 200,000, and then they waited so fucking long to announce, yeah, millions, 3 millions. And how they do that? They ship it with fucking bundles, and you're like, go fuck yourself, fucking Sony. And they did the same with Spider Walk too. That's why, even if this shit is is misleading, because it's fucking it is. I believe Sony is in crisis, not on the verge of bankruptcy, but yeah, they are in a fucking crisis because I will believe from them they did this because they already did that kind of shit where I mentioned it with their first party title, sorry. They ship it along with bundles. They depend so fucking much to sell it on bundles of Call of Duty. And even if they have only bundles of Call of Duty, they they even slap some of their first party title and increase the price, especially in Europe. And that's the thing. That's why there is a lot of controversy on this. I will believe them that yeah, they will go in a very critical financial situation. On the back on bankruptcy, no, but I would love to see that. I really would love that. They destroyed a franchise, even among their Western franchise I was really invested. They fucking destroyed it. I was a fan of The Last of Us, not anymore. I enjoy a Drive Club. It's a far better racing game than Gran Turismo. They shut down the studio and they shut down the game. To this day, it looks fucking far better than Gran Turismo Sport and 7, honestly. And let's see how things falls because I will believe that they are in a very dog shit situation they created to themselves.